Tower 6048 November, crossing Myber out above 2,400, clear for the RNAV, straight in, runway 25, approach to Lufkin.
Welcome back to the cockpit of the 210, fellow aviators. We've got a fun flight for you. We're going to blast off out of Shreveport downtown, headed to Lufkin, Texas. Got a customer visit down there, and we're going to grab a $100 cheeseburger at that fantastic restaurant they have there. It's a fun place to go into. They've got multiple runways, great approaches, and that's what we're going to take advantage of today. We're going to come off out of Shreveport. It's about 1,900 foot broken and about 1,900 foot broken down to Lufkin. So we're going to be a little bit of IMC on climb out. Probably won't be more than about 30 seconds, maybe a minute, and then we'll have to shoot the approach into Lufkin. You guys come along and check it out. Downtown Tower, Centurion 604 November, ready to go 32.
Centurion 604 November, downtown Tower, turn left heading 310, runway 32, clear for takeoff.
Turn left heading 310, clear for takeoff 32, 48 November.
Centurion 40 November, contact Shreveport departure.
40 November's going departure. Have a good day.
Cessna 10 Lima, runway 32.
Shreveport departure, Centurion 604 November's off at downtown 310 on the heading 1000, climbing 2000.
Centurion 604 8 November, Shreveport departure, radar contact, climb maintain 6,000.
Up to 6,000 for 604 8 November.
Centurion 48 November, turn left direct Lufkin.
Left direct Lufkin for 604 8 November.
Allegiant 71, descend maintain 2,000.
2,000, Allegiant 71.
So we're establishing our climb. Got the airplane configured for cruise climb. Making that left turn. Looking for a heading of 213. It is VMC outside, but I'm already on instruments. I'm expecting to go IFR. We're in a turn. You don't want to be not on your instruments in this turn when you go IMC. Looks like we're going to roll out just before I get there. Direct 2, activate. Keeping my scan going. Taking in all that information available to me. And just like that, we're through the top. Shreveport departure, Centurion 604 November. I'd like to stop my climb at 4,000, please.
Centurion 48 November, roger, maintain 4,000, and is that going to be your en route up to the Lufkin?
That's affirmative for 48 November.
Roger.
So we're going to level off at 4,000 instead of 6,000. It's going to do a couple things. It's going to give me a little more actual IMC, it looks like. And my ears are a little clogged this morning. I can feel a little pressure in there. They're showing the weather overcast 3,200 right now. I filed this flight plan and I actually forgot to put the initial approach fix into my...
604 November, contact Fort Worth Center 126.32.
126.32 for 604 November. Good day. So I forgot to put the initial approach fix into my flight plan, so that's what I'm about to request with Fort Worth Center is direct to Myber for that initial approach fix. Fort Worth Center, Centurion 6048 November, level 4,000, and I have request.
Centurion 6048 November, Fort Worth Center, roger. The Lufkin altimeter is 2997. Go ahead, request.
2997 for 48 November, and I'd like to request direct Myber for the RNAV GPS 25.
48 November, confirm the 6 is Myber, Mike, India, Bravo, Echo, Romeo.
That's affirmative for 48 November.
Number 48 November, roger, click Myber.
Direct Myber, 48 November. So now we're hand flying. I've got the flight director engaged, so it'll give me command bars. So we're going to brief the approach for the RNAV GPS 25 into Lufkin. Minimums are 660. Go ahead and put that into the Aspen. And this is an LPV approach, or LP approach, so we'll call that localizer precision, and we'll shoot it as a non-precision approach, using step-down fixes to each intermediate altitude, 1900, 880, and then 660.
48 November, contact Houston Center 134.8.
134.8, we're in November.
Army 72447, we're looking to do the VOR 34 for Lufkin. Okay. Would you say you were direct, Houston? Houston Army 72447, looking to do the VOR 34 full procedure. I heard that part. I asked where you're going right now. You said you're direct hire? Yes, sir, direct hire.
Houston Center Centurion 604, November's level 4,000.
Centurion 604, November Houston Center, Roger. Lufkin altimeters, tuned down at 97, observation at 1553, shows wind 2906, visibility 10, ceiling 3,200, overcast. Temperature 2117, say request.
2997 and 40 November's direct MIBR right now, and I'd like direct MIBR and then straight in for the RNAV GPS 25.
Roger. Army Copter 72447, clear direct to Gilax. It's Juliet, India, Lima Alpha X-ray. Hold southeast as published. Expect further clearance at 1700 Zulu. Army 72447, direct Gilax, hold southeast as published until further clearance. Army 72447.
We got our minimum set 660. Right that there. Inbound heading is 253. Well, 90 knots.
Center Southwest 22 at 11.2 for 1,000.
This approach is climb to 2,000 direct CERT and hold, or CERT. So straight out climb to 2,000.
Over 604, November cross the MIBR out above 2,400, clear for the RNAV, straight in, runway 25, approach to Lufkin.
Cross MIBR at 2,400 at or above and cleared for the RNAV GPS 25 straight in into Lufkin. For November.
Over 604, November, got one aircraft in holding southeast of Lufkin Airport. She's going to be wanting to shoot the 36 approach for the VOR, so you can cancel IFR in the air on the ground on this frequency.
4 November, Roger. I'll let you know as soon as I have the airport.
Okay, no traffic observed between you and airport. Change advisory frequency approved.
All right, change to advisory approved. 4 November, thanks. Lufkin traffic, 4 November is 15 to the northeast. Inbound for the RNAV GPS 25, Lufkin. Houston Center Centurion 604, November has field side, I'll cancel.
Centurion 604,
Entering base to 34.
Centurion 604, November, Roger, copy cancellation of IFR, change advisory frequency approved, radar service terminated.
Radar service terminated, frequency change approved, 4 November. And once we cross MIBR, and we're cleared inbound, and we're established inbound, we go down to 1900. Lufkin is 10 miles. Lufkin traffic, Centurion 604, November's 10-mile final, runway 25, Lufkin on RNAV GPS. Get those wheel and landing lights on. Lufkin traffic, Centurion 604, November's 5-mile final, runway 25, Lufkin. There's Jetsy, we're below 140, gears coming down. Now, they've given us an advisory glide slope, or we can go to 880 on this segment. So I'm going to go ahead and take it to 880 on this segment. Got a wheel, got a green. Gas is on the fuller tank, undercarriage, mixture, props, seat belt, shoulder harnesses, cow flaps closed.
Cleveland.
Looking for 880 at Husan. Lufkin traffic, Centurion 604, November 2-mile final, runway 25, Lufkin. We're Husan inbound, down to 660. Coming up on minimum. There's a runway. On airspeed, on glide path. Like butter. And just like that, we're in Lufkin, Texas, everybody. I appreciate you coming along. We're going to go see a couple of customers. We're going to grab a great cheeseburger, and then we're going to be back in the plane for you to catch some other flights because we're spending the week down in Houston, and I want to take you guys along with me buzzing around Class B airspace. So I hope you guys will check out those videos. I appreciate you coming along. We're building a fantastic community here, and I can't tell you how much that means to me. I'm grateful for each and every one of you that reaches out, and I love the tips and tricks that you share along the way. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one.